Woo woo!
welcome everyone to Saturday Night Short Form Improv Comedy Show, Comedy One Shots. We are chaotic at improv. At least, you know, we're about this bare minimum you can have to do a show for us tonight. So
but we're here.
We're here. It says we're gonna do it. We said we would, and by God, we're doing it. So I'd like to just thank you guys for tuning in and watching. My name is Chris.
Your name is Chris.
My name's Chris. Woo-hoo. And we've got Melanie here tonight.
Yeah, Melanie.
Woo!
And, you know, Chad, who, by the way, also gets the perfect attendance record. for all of our shows. And the main reason for that is because without Chad, we can't do a show. So by default, he's been in every one of our shows. So I'm going to give you your perfect attendance record here tonight, Chad. It's been over 100 various episodes between improv and Jackbox games, probably close to 150. So kudos to you there, Chad. So thank you guys for joining. For those of you guys who've never seen improv before or seen us before, everything you see tonight is going to be made up on the spot. We don't have anything planned other than the games we're going to be doing. And since there's very few of us, we're going to be doing a lot of the games ourselves. So we don't have much variation here tonight, but it's going to be fun. We're going to be needing suggestions from you guys in the chat. So whether you're watching us on Twitch or YouTube or Facebook Live, anytime one of us introduces a game, we'll ask you guys for a topic or a suggestion. Feel free to type that into the chat. We'll select one of those and improvise a scene using that suggestion. And because it's improvised, the show will never exist again. This is the first time the show will ever happen, and it's the only time the show will ever happen. So if you're giving suggestions, you have a part of the creative process that you get to help us out with. So thank you, guys. I'm going to turn it over to Chad, our tech wizard, for any pre-show announcements that he may have before we get rolling. So, Chad, what you got for us in the cooker?
Okay, well, first of all, I would just like to note that Melody is way too into the housekeeping stuff I'm about to say. But you know what? I am...
It's fascinating.
Exactly. She has no idea what I'm about to say. I mean, I could say brie cheese, and, it would really make sense here. No, actually, what I do have to tell everyone is, first of all, I just want to echo what Chris said. Welcome. Thank you for being here tonight. Thank you for allowing us to be your free internet's comedy entertainments. I added unnecessary plurals because this is America and I can. And hi to our international viewers as well. You're in America now. That's how the internet works. Okay, so before we get started tonight, I did want to say hi, Ron Beham. Good to see you in the chat.
Ron
and also,
Beham.
if you would like to be cool like Ron Beham, please join us in the chat here at twitch.tv/chaoticgoodimprov or on the chats on Facebook or YouTube. I'll be watching everything tonight, getting your suggestions and helping make the magic happen. People support this show through their suggestions. We could not do the show without you. Otherwise, it would be us just saying, okay, well, let's do a scene, and looking at each other awkwardly.
Oh, we'll do it. We'll do it without suggestions.
Yeah.
We're pros.
Oh, but that's true. We could, but it's fun when you do it. So
I agree.
Let your friends know that we are doing this tonight, and get them involved. Say, hey, you know what? You've got some really good ideas. Why don't you make suggestions? And point them to us, and we can make that magic happen. If they've ever wanted to be part of an improv show, this is their opportunity. They don't even have to leave their house for now. But anyway, another thing, too, if you'd like to support this show with your financial contributions, we really do appreciate it. Keeps us loud, live, planning for the future, and, funny. So, please, if you would like to join that, we really do appreciate it. You can go to twitch.tv/chaoticgoodimprov, support us with subscriptions and or bit cheers. And again, if you have Amazon Prime and you would like to support us through a Twitch Prime subscription, you can do that at no additional cost to you. Throws a few coins our way and helps us out. We really do appreciate that. Another thing, too, if you would like to get some of our wonderful Chaotic Good merchandise, of which I do this every single show, is all in the other room, but I swear we have it. Melanie has a mug, and it has that weird feature where it just turns black for no reason. That's actually a one-of-a-kind
It's
mug.
magical, though.
Yeah, we made
Look
it
at that.
just for
It's an
Melanie.
invisible mug.
Exactly.
Mm.
If you don't want the world to know you're drinking coffee, or at certain times, you can make it fade in and out of existence. We only made that for Melanie. The rest of you can get regular mugs at chaoticgoodimprov.com/store, or click on the store link. We got a whole bunch of stuff there. I think you'll like it. We got t-shirts, mugs, baby onesies, a lot of things you can wear, including the baby onesie.
Baby onesies.
Yeah, sure, yeah, exactly. I have one myself. So
I'm wearing one right now.
There you go.
I've got one under my clothes.
Yes, but in a way, don't we all? Then let's see. Another thing real quick. We also like to invite our audience to help name these shows that we do. Because improv being what it is, we don't have a script. We have a general idea of the games we're going to play, but we don't really plan anything out other than that but ahead of time. So if you would like to name our show in our archives going forward, one thing that I like to suggest is that people take a hilarious thing that our actors have said, and there will be something tonight, believe me, or maybe a common theme you see running throughout the show. Let me know in the chat, usually by putting quotes around it, and I will do my best to put it into a big list that we will deliberate on at the end of the show. And in our archives on Twitch for a limited time and on YouTube forever and ever, that show will be named Your Suggestion, and you'll be our favorite person for that show. So, let us go ahead and, now that I have all that out of the way, it's time to get to some funny, and seeing as how I'm editing the first game, I'm going to transition smoothly from announcement mode to editing mode, and we're back. Alright, this first game that we're going to be playing is for Chris and Melanie. And this is, right? I know, it was, I was on the edge of my seat there, kind of like Melanie was earlier. But this is the game of Change. And, by the way, Ron B. Ham, thank you so much for the bit cheering. We appreciate that.
Woot.
Right? Alright, the way this game is played is, first of all, I'm going to need a suggestion, and, for our first suggestion, let's just get a relationship between two people, not lovers, but, yeah, just, some other weird kind of relationship. And, maybe an object that two people would use, you know, between themselves, like share ownership of. So, relationship, object. What's going to happen is, I'm going to, let them play out the scene based on your suggestions that you put in the chat. And what's going to happen is Chris and Melanie, as they do this scene, will come across some times where I might want to change the last thing they said or did. So I'm going to have control of the scene. I can say change, and they'll have to change the last thing they said, did, or what have you. And they will have to justify why that is now part of the scene. It is really good if you're a control freak like myself. I'm a tech guy, so it comes with the territory. Okay, so let's see here. Looking at our suggestions, and I do believe that I accidentally turned off my Facebook feed. My apologies to that, everyone. Okay, good. We have a suggestion of a hairstylist and a client.
Okay.
Hairstylist and a client. That is definitely a relationship between two people. And let's see, for object we have, just taking a quick look here. Alright. Oh, common spirit, well, that's okay, that's another relationship, but that may come up again later. We do have hairstylist and client and everything, so, okay, and, looks like we have a suggestion for money. That is something two people definitely would share. Hairstylist and client and money. Oh, wow, okay, that's things you would never actually think to go together. Alright, so, this is the game of Change. Hairstylist, client, and and money are our suggestions. This is Change. We'll start in 3, 2, and 1.
It's so intimidating.
Help.
Yes. What would you like? Your hair's a mess, by the way. I just want to point that out.
Well, I know that. I have been in secret custody for a year and a half.
Secret custody. That's, well, you know what? Allow me to just wash that custody right out of your hair, and whether secret or just public. That's just it's almost like custard.
Change.
It's almost like mustard.
Change.
It's almost like that custody has taken each of your hair follicles and taken the end of them and split them into split ends, and then split those ends into split ends. So you technically have 4 times the amount of hair you had before you went in that secret custody.
I knew it. Well, my ex-husband, he's been keeping me under wraps, but I am going to have a big coming out party, and I need you to make me look good, because I am having a big old sleepover with all my friends from high school.
Change.
So I need to look. I am going to the movie premiere that my husband made of me down in the basement. So I need to look really good.
Oh, wait, I just want to get it straight. Your husband made a movie about your ex-husband keeping you in the basement. I've got to see this. You know what? I hope it wins all the awards, because that just sounds like it's something that most people would never have to go through. You deserve it. The prizes and everything.
I do. I deserve to win an Oscar.
Change.
Yes.
Change.
I deserve to win a Kids' Choice Award because I was 18 when I got in there.
Yes, it's kids will be watching, so that's good. I thought maybe since it had to do with secret custody, it might be more of the R-rated films. But I would love to if this premieres on Nickelodeon. That just sounds like it might be educational for the children. You can make a lot of money doing this.
I could make a lot of money, and I am anticipating that, which is why I want you to give me your exclusive.
Oh yes, I forgot what I was doing. Yes,
Fernando's expertise flamenco look.
oh, yes.
Change.
Francisco's frizz.
Change.
Laronnie's lube job.
Oh yes. Everyone comes in for Laronnie's lube jobs. Let me tell you, I use only the special lubricants. I mean, some people call them conditioners, but are lotions. No, these are all synthetics that will bind to your hair follicles and it'll juice it right up.
Ooh,
Yes,
juice up my hair.
Yes, that's what I call it. Some people call it lube jobs. That sounds a little crude sometimes, so I like to call it juicing it up.
Well, I'm wondering if you would like to be my +1 when I go to the premiere.
That would be absolutely fantastic. I have never been to a premiere before. This will be my premiere.
You know, I will pay you. I'll hire you so that you can keep my hair looking good the whole night.
Oh, I would do that for free because I'll be honest with you. If I'm going to juice up your hair with Laron's special lube jobs, there is no way that I'm going to let you go out in public without a spritzer and a sprayer and a slasher and a sprayer in case there's just red dogs coming after you.
As seen.
I don't know what a spare.
A spare?
I don't know. I said it and I had to justify it. I don't know. I didn't.
I don't know. I'm just really worried this show is going to be called Laronnie's Sleep Job. I'm already
First of all,
scared.
I like Laronnie. Like that name alone is good stuff. Laronnie.
Laronnie's Sleep Job.
Oh,
I clearly need it.
And as Ron Behan says in the chat, Laronnie's lube job is all the rage in Pell City. So
I'm
there's,
sure it is.
I'll bet it is.
Alright, hold up just a second. My computer's
All
telling me it
right.
wants to restart, and that's not happening. Okay. Alright, so let's move on to our next game then, which I believe, because I've lost my set list and everything, I believe that's 2 suggestions, correct?
2 suggestions. Yes,
Alright,
it is.
absolutely it is. Alright, so this is a really easy one because what we're going to need are 2 suggestions of literally anything. So I'm not even going to tell you what to pick, but if you want to, no, I'm just kidding. 2 suggestions, just anything off the top of your head, anything that might be burning deep down in the parts of your soul that you dare not express, but nothing too weird. But yeah, just 2 suggestions at all, and what's going to happen is that Melanie and Chris are going to do a scene just based on just 2 completely random suggestions. This is something that we actually came up specifically with for this show. So, yeah, we're rather proud of it. It's always a fun time. And something that you can try at home. Just be careful. We're professionals. So let's take a quick look here. We have a suggestion for coral fish.
Oral fish.
Yes, coral fish. They're fish that are made of coral, I think. I don't know. Or
Yeah,
whatever it means.
coral.
It's fine, yeah. Right.
Okay.
That fish is sharp.
Yeah, I knew her. She went to high school with me. And, okay, again, never heard of this, but it's a thing. Limelight hydrangeas.
Limelight hydrogen. Okay.
Yeah, so,
Cool.
yeah, 2 words for both suggestions, coral fish and limelight hydrangeas. So those are our suggestions. Good luck. Because we're about to go into the game of 2 suggestions, Chris and Melanie in 3, 2, and 1.
Yes. Francis, you need to come out of the water.
It's beautiful down there.
Yes, I imagine it is, Francis.
It's I've never seen anything like it.
Well, here we like to train everyone before they go down to the depths. Ocean.
Oh, so
Gotta make
so we don't get the bends.
Well, you don't want the bends. You don't want. There's a lot of things you don't want when you go down into deep oceans. If you know what I'm saying. That's why here at Sir Francis Fish and Flower Shop, we're going to make sure that you know how to go down below safely.
Well, that's why I'm here. I want to scuba, not just to snorkel. I want to scuba.
Ah, yes, you got to learn how to scuba. But you got to learn how to crawl before you can walk. You got to learn how to walk before you can fly. You got to learn how to snork before you scuba, if you know what I mean.
Okay. But I came here to see the coral fish, the
Yes.
beautiful corals,
Oh, don't worry. We're
the
going
coral
to be.
reef.
That's actually, to make sure that you understand how to use your equipment. We actually throw in some of the coral fish in there while you're doing your business. Why not your business? While you're doing.
I didn't think that was allowed in the water.
No, you're not supposed to pee in the pool here at Sir Francis Fish and Flower Shop. No, not at all.
That's a little late for that. Sorry.
I assumed so when you just paused under your lessons and you got that sort of look on your face of satisfaction, but also a little bit of dread,
Well, if the water's cold, it's a quick way to warm yourself up. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. But
nice little pool of hot tub.
I understand, but it's almost impossible for someone to do it nonchalantly, if you know what I'm saying. Everyone's like, oh, I'm just swimming. They're never going to know what I'm doing. But you pause, you go, oh. And you keep going, we see what you're doing.
Right. Sorry.
That's okay.
I hope I didn't damage any of the fish.
No, but the coral fish don't really like it, and I noticed this. So when we're throwing them in there, don't do your business. It's part of your final examination, to make sure that you know how to scuba. So we're going to throw the coral fish in there. Now, if you're doing things properly, they're just going to leave you alone. But if you're struggling or you got bubbles coming out of your mouth and not through your scuba receiver, as we like to call them here, they're going to come to investigate. That's how we know you're doing something incorrectly. So
the bubbles, they come for the bubbles.
They come for the bubbles, yes. So if you boob while you scuba, the coral fish are going to come after you. That's a little thing we like to say,
Now, let me tell you, I visited America once, and they had fish that nibbled on their skin to make it prettier. So
yes.
Do you think these fish could give me a little bit of a chemical peel, I guess, if I let some bubbles come out?
What do I look like to you? I'm just here to teach you how to scuba. I'm not going to sit here and give you a fish facial. We just, at Sir Francis Fish and Flower Shop, we don't do facials.
Well,
now, I guess,
excuse me.
I guess I could give it a whirl if you want, but I just don't see the benefits.
I thought with all this fancy the limelight hydrangeas you got here, that maybe you were a little fancier fella, if you know what I'm saying.
Well, like I said, it's fish and flowers. I've got lots of different flowers out the front. It's you don't get a lot of scuba instructing here in the island. It's up here. Most people, when they see the water, they're like, "I'm not going. I'm gonna stay here where it's dry." But you come in here to my pool in the back of the flower shop, and I'll teach you. I don't know why I sound Jamaican all of a sudden, but I will.
It's the water. It's the water. It does it to you.
What happened at the end of it? You come to my pool at the back of my shop.
It was the boob that came after the boobles.
That's the boob and the scob,
The boob and the scoop.
All
right.
Goodness.
I'm just gonna take a break from the scene. I'm gonna bow out of this next one. I'm gonna say, you know what? I'm gonna tag team it and say, Chad, will you cover for me? I'm gonna go and just take a little break. And in doing so, I'm gonna introduce this next game. So what I would like from the audience, if you can, is just 2 occupations. Any 2 jobs, doesn't matter what they are, preferably different from each other. And what we're gonna do, is we're gonna use these jobs in a game called Old Job, New Job. So what's gonna happen is Chad's character is gonna be venturing into a new profession. But he's gonna be coming into this profession having left a profession that he'd been doing for a very long time. So a lot of these traits and quirks from his old job are gonna creep into his new job while he's attempting to have a career change. And Melanie's gonna have to be just going with the flow, while this scene is happening with this guy who's going through his old job and new job. So, Chad, do we have any suggestions of occupations that we may use for this game of old job, new job?
Yes, as I quickly switch back over here. Okay, it looks like I have a New York cabbie.
Okay.
All right.
And?
Still waiting on that. Ooh. Oh my God, a ballet choreographer.
A ballet choreographer. All right, so here's what's going to happen. Without too much of a teaching scene, I guess, because it's going to be difficult to do this, but you're going to be a ballet choreographer or ballet dance instructor, whatever you want to call it, who used to be a New York cabbie for a very, very long time.
All right.
All right. So that's just it. That's setting up the premise of the scene. Chad, you are a ballet choreographer or dance instructor who was a New York cabbie for a very long time. This game is Old Job, New Job with Melanie and Chad in 3, 2, and 1.
All right. I guess you have what I got to work with here. I only take one student at a time, so I hope you know you're very lucky to be here today.
Yes, I know. I am in the American Ballet Theater. I auditioned for years to get to this point, and I am so thrilled to finally work with you.
Absolutely.
Are we doing a warm-up? Do you think are you going to start with bar work?
Yeah. We'll start with the bar. I tell you what, matter of fact, conveniently, we have a wet bar back here. I didn't get the other kind installed, I mean, this is kind of a fly-by-night operation. I recently left another job. It's a thing. But I think you can make it do. Just if you'll just scoot that liquor I keep hidden conveniently.
I can't work on a wet bar. It's slippery. I'll injure myself. My feet are insured.
Okay, fine. Well, let me just get my hat and I'll mop it up here. Okay, you're fussy. I like that. We can use that in the show, but I mean, believe me, I've seen fussier than you. So don't try me.
I am not a diva.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. You're not a diva. You're gonna be my star. I mean, I'm putting a lot on you right now, and I know it's a lot. I appreciate it, but hey, listen. What I'm going to need you to do is just really quickly, just give me your best shot. Just show me everything you got.
Okay.
Do a plie. Do a plie.
I'll do a plie. But I thought that today we were moving over to the theater, and I was hoping that you would give me directions to get from the studio to the theater, because I've never actually performed at that.
Oh yeah. I mean, listen, if you need to know what's up,
I mean, it's 5 o'clock.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Oh hey, I can get you there in 5 minutes. Look. All you gotta do is you gotta go down Voice and Broad Street, and then you turn left. Now, it's gonna be an alley. Doesn't look like you can make it, but don't worry, you can. I mean, just going through there, just jump over a few homeless guys, you'll be fine. Like, seriously, you just plow right through. It doesn't matter. Nobody cares.
Okay, it's like a grand jeté over the homeless.
Yes, a grand jet. Yeah, grand jet. That's a great one. I love it. Oh, it's just, it's like you're reading my mind here.
Yes, I was so hoping that we would click like this. I mean, you have such a reputation for being so driven. It's thrilling to work with you. What is it? What is the theme behind this piece that you've made?
All right, picture this. Your name in the big city, and there's a lot of noise, okay? And you're gonna go out there, and you're gonna win with the power of your dancing and all your fancies.
Wow, that is so deep. In the power of my fancies. That's like a dream role.
Right? Yeah. I mean, this city don't see nothing fancy. I mean, you see rats eating pizza. They're like dragging it down the street. I mean, you go out there with your fancies and win the whole thing. You can be queen of New York or wherever we're at. It doesn't matter.
So I'm the prima?
Yeah, you're the prima donna.
And scene!
Fantastic!
I just like the fancies. I want more fancies. That's what I want.
Yes, the fancies. Oh my goodness, that was fun, Chad.
Yeah, as I now.
He's exhausted.
I'm pretty sure.
He's so tired he went to space. Yeah. I just saw that. It's good. I noticed your intergalactic exodus.
Yeah, thank you to all of my downstairs neighbors. Hey,
All
look,
right.
if you're from New York, he'll take you right there. Yeah, I think next we got a little bit of announcement, don't we, Chris?
Sure.
Yeah.
To all the folks
Shoot.
who are watching right now, we'll do a second announcement at the end of the show. But we do have a special announcement. We've been sort of hitting to all week during our shows. I don't even remember. Oh yeah, of course. How could I forget the announcement? We've got live shows coming up at the end of July. We're super excited, super stoked to be able to do this Friday, Saturday, July 30th and 31st. Where is this again, Chad? Lee Branch.
Yes,
Lee
it is
Branch.
in Lee Branch.
Yeah, down to it in Lee Branch here in Birmingham. We will be having, if you're interested in wanting to come and see our live shows that we're going to be doing, which it's been 18 months since we've stepped onto a stage together. But we're going to be doing those. Pay attention to our social media, our Facebook, our Twitch, our Twitters, our Instagrams. We'll have ticket buying potentials, how you can get the tickets, and when the shows are. We do know that we know the dates, the potentials. I don't know. It's been so long since I've promoted a real show. I don't even remember how to do it. I have to intro the real show. I haven't done that in 18 months either. It's been a long time. It's gonna be fun. But anyway, we're super stoked to have it. It's probably gonna correspond to right around our 100th show as CGI. Yes. So, which is a big milestone for us as well. So if you're interested in that, tell your friends and family and all that stuff to come on out and see us. And we'll be having more specific posts posted on our social media in the coming week, because it's at the end of this month. 3 weeks from now, we're doing live shows. That's going to be super exciting. Super duper exciting. All right.
Yes.
So there we go. There's our big announcement.
Yes, and please just keep looking at our website, chaoticgoodimprov.com. We'll have all the details there, and elsewhere is on the internet. Follow us on social media, please. I get
to wear plaid again.
Right?
I don't even realize.
Wow. I get to wear deodorant again.
I get to stop being a floating head because I keep thinking black is a really good idea. All right, so anyway, let us move on to another game of Scene Three Ways. This is one of my favorite games for various reasons. Because what I'm going to need from you out there, wherever you're watching on Twitch. I forgot what we were on for a moment. Twitch, Facebook, YouTube's, what have you. Need genres. Need a lot of genres. Genres. And I do mean for movies, for theater, for books, what have you. If we can make it work in a performance, yeah, that's fine. Go ahead, do it. What's going to happen is I'm going to pull a suggestion that we had from earlier. I saw one that I really liked that I'm sad we didn't get to. So let's take a quick looky here. Gold Goblet. That will be the suggestion for whatever we do these movies about. And we're going to do it. First of all, we're just going to...
Goblin?
Gold Goblet, yes. Goblet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gold Goblin.
Right. It's kind of like
right.
the Holy Grail, but not the one from Indiana Jones. It's like a fancier kind. It's all the fancies, essentially, is what it is. So a Gold Goblet will be the theme of the scenes that we're about to do. Melanie and Chris will do a scene, standard scene and everything involving a gold goblet or something about that. And then we'll see it 3 more ways, hence Scene 3 Ways, for a in different genres. Basically same scene, we'll do it in different genres, just see how we interpret it each way. All right, so I've yammered on enough. Let's get to those genres. Okay, it looks like starting out we have a horror.
Horror. I'll type that in. Horror.
Right. We have a Western.
Okay.
And we have a rom-com.
Rom-com?
Yes.
Okay.
A Roman communist, yeah.
A Roman communist. A Roman commune, if you will.
Right.
It's like a kibbutz, but it's right outside of Rome.
We're kibitzing about kibbutzes. I love it. Anyway, let's get this thing started then. We'll just do a straight-up scene about a gold goblet. We'll see how that goes. And this will be Scene 3 Ways with Chris and Melanie. First scene starting in 3, 2, and 1.
I brought it. I did. I couldn't contain my excitement. I had to show you. It's here.
Let me see. Let me see. Let me see.
Well, I just want to be careful. I want to make sure no one else is around. But here it is. Oh, it sings when I bring it out.
Oh, it sings when you hold it.
Yeah, it's with a different pitch. Yeah.
Oh, it's beautiful.
I know.
Do you think the professor is going to notice it's missing?
I can't imagine he wouldn't. But if we take all the readings and the etchings that we need, I could break back in and put it back in his study. He wouldn't even notice.
Or
I'm listening.
we could do as the prophecy says and fill it with wine, drink it, and see if our wishes come true.
Oh, I don't know. The prophecy, it sounded like a lot of mumbo jumbo, but I'm you know what? I haven't had a good vintage in a while. I'm willing to give it a shot. What's the worst that could happen?
Do you have a good vintage?
I don't. I stole one from the professor's liquor cabinet. I basically just ripped off the professor.
Let's do it. He's failing us anyway.
Here, it's a 2019. It's a good year. Good year.
That is great. Is that from the southeast?
It is. It's from the southeast region of the South. Yeah.
Wow. Pour it in.
Boop. Glug, 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 glug.
Ooh,
Yeah, the bottle's jointed. It's just a weird way.
Okay, I'll go first. Okay, you. Oh.
Oh, that was not a good year at all. That's nasty.
As seen. Okay.
That was dumb.
A jointed bottle. Okay.
I don't know. I'm trying to pour it to her, but it's backwards on my screen, so I don't know where I'm going. This is ridiculous. Internet improv is ridiculous.
Hey guys, okay, seriously, anyone watching right now, if you invent a jointed bottle, we get residuals. Okay, so that's how it works. That's how it works.
I want to pour this thing. Click. Look. There we go.
Okay, well, I want to see that scene again, but this time I want to see it as a rom-com, please. So let's somehow make that scene with goblets and wine a rom-com. Don't know how you do that. In 3, 2, and 1.
It's a beautiful night.
It is. I'm really excited that you said yes. You come into my coffee shop all the time. I didn't even think you liked me. I didn't think you.
I'm sorry. I didn't know if you were stammering or frozen for a minute there.
I stammer. My heart is stammering right now because I'm so nervous.
Okay.
I was just saying that, you come into the coffee shop every day. I didn't even think you were interested.
Well, I don't even drink coffee.
I know that, and I noticed that when you buy it and you'd sip it and throw it away. So what I did is I kind of stole this from my boss's office, but I wanted to give it to you. It's a gold coffee mug.
Oh.
Yeah, it sighs when you hold on to it.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you stole this from me? I'm so excited.
I did. There's an old wives' tale in the barista industry that if you pour coffee into a gold mug, it takes away the bitter flavors. And so I figured, since you don't like coffee, maybe that'll help, and you'll like me better.
Oh my gosh. Well, I mean, I like you already, but I'm willing to see if I like coffee.
Well,
would you like to pour something in my cup?
I would love to. I also stole this from my boss's office. It's a really good year of It's 2019 beans. It's a good year for beans. It's a really good year for beans.
Is that from New York?
It is. It's from the New York region of New York. Yeah.
Oh, well, let's go.
Here, I got it. The bag is jointed, so I'm just gonna put the beans in. I haven't ground them, so it's just pouring the beans in there. Yeah, shake them up. It's good. It's good.
The sound effects for me. That was great. That was brilliant.
Oh.
Okay, well, where can we go with that? But
I don't know. I don't know if there's anywhere you can go. That was perfection.
Oh, believe me,
Let's see.
It's all downhill from there. So let's go down to a deep, dark horror. I want to see that as a horror scene. So we'll do a horror scene of that in scene 3. 3, 2, 1, go.
Whew. It's dark in here.
I was told never to come here, but I couldn't resist it.
I couldn't resist it either. It's almost as if something was calling to me.
Yes.
Did you hear that too? I heard a.
Yes. Did you bring the weapon?
I did. I stole it from the groundskeeper's office on the way in. It's a golden machete. I don't know what a groundskeeper is doing with a golden machete, but I got one. You stole it. It looks good.
He's so creepy. Nothing would surprise me.
I know. With that peg, like, I'll be honest. I saw him running after us. There's no way that a normal human without supernatural abilities would be able to run that fast on a leg that fake.
In wet grass.
I know, especially wet grass.
Thinking.
I don't know. Well, it's not a swamp, but yeah, I mean, wet grass is still wet grass. It's slippery and stuff.
I think I hear him coming through the grass.
Dude, it's...
The machete. Give me the machete.
Here you go. It says cuckoo caca when you hold it.
He's gonna hear this. He's gonna hear the machete.
We got to hide someplace. Look, you know what? Just duck. I also stole this from the groundkeeper's shed. It's a lawn seed. It's 2019. It's a good year. If we sprinkle ourselves with the lawn seed, maybe he'll just think we're part of the lawn and won't see us.
Yes, and then we can put it in the holes he's making with his peg leg, and we'll have beautiful grass, and maybe he'll stop killing people.
Scene.
Maybe he's just aerating the grass with his peg leg. Maybe we just jump into conclusions.
He's like Boo Radley. He's not harmless at all.
I mean, he does have a golden machete in his thing, though, so...
Everything you just said is now canon. Okay. All right. Well, let's go ahead and wrap all this up with a bit of a western. I like a good old western. Just to kind of hit me right there. So we'll do a western of Golden Goblet in 3, 2, and 1.
Oh, you lost an earring, Clarice.
Hold on. I'm gonna go dig in it.
Oh, don't go too far. I had something I was fixing to show you.
I didn't have to go very far. My hairnet did not fall far.
That's all right now, Clarice. I seen your saloon and it's starting to look a little raggedy. So I brought you this, a gold spittoon. Yes, it makes a nice. Every time you hold it, it sounds like a bullet ricocheting off into the distance.
I love this, Horace. I love it. I think people are going to come into my saloon just to spit into this spittoon.
That's what I figured. Hey, we could try it out here because I heard there's an old Indian tale that says if you spit in that tune, you might make it to the afterlife on a white pony. I don't know. It's a rough translation from Navajo.
Well, I don't know, and I think they prefer to be called Native Americans. I got a big lecture on it by that one that lives up the street, but I'm gonna try spitting in this and see what happens.
Hold on before you do. I got you some tobacco. It's 1819. It's a good year. It's a good year of tobacco.
That looks like it's from Europe. Is that European?
It's from the Europe. It's the only tobacco they've ever grown in Europe in the 1800s.
Damn, that's some good stuff. It's spicy.
It is
spicy like them Italians.
They did. Well, yes, it's Italian Becky.
It bounced right out of there.
Like one of the Mexican jumping beans. That was awful. It was fun, though.
Everything awful is fun.
I love it. I had a good time. All right.
Okay.
Well, for
So
everybody-
now I am feeling like I need to pull Chad and give myself a break.
There you go.
I
You
don't
could use
think
a
I've
break.
had one
You've done
yet.
6 in a row or however many in a row.
So Chad, what I'd like from our audience of who knows how many, Ron.
Probably an audience of 1.
is-
And you know what? It's the best audience you could hope for. An audience
Yes,
of 1. Actually,
you
it's
know
not an
what?
audience of 1. It's an audience of Ron.
It's an audience of Ron who is very suggestive. So Ron, I need some
Ooh.
letters. I need some letters, not consonants.
No, definitely
not
consonants.
not vowels.
Yeah.
Because this game for Chris and Chad is letter sub. So what's going to happen is we are going to take these letters and we're going to force them to swap them and figure out how to communicate with each other. So we also need Chad, if there's a suggestion from earlier that maybe we didn't use, that we can recycle. That would be great. So Ron, do you have a couple of letters?
Looks like we have K and K right now, which is going to be hard to do.
Double Ks. We can swap a K for a K. We can do that.
Yeah, yes. That's
So-
my kind of letter sub right
So
there.
every kiss would begin with K.
Every kiss begins with K. Yeah.
All right, let's see. Looks like we might have W.
Ooh, okay. Interesting.
Okay. A K,
So all
K's
W's
become W's. Oh,
or W's
okay.
Ks, I think. Yeah.
W's become K.
W's become K's.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, is there a suggestion from way back before the spittoon?
Cop and speeder.
Cop and speeder.
Cop and speeder. Okay. This is letter sub, and W's become K's.
Yep.
And it has something to do with a cop and a speeder in
Yep.
3, 2, and 1.
Excuse me, sir. Can you please roll down your kindock?
I'll only go this far.
That's fine, sir. Do you have any idea hack fast you cur going?
What makes you think I knock that?
Kel, you do have a speedometer on your dashboard, don't you?
Yeah, about that. This is a rental, and it's kind of a bad one. It doesn't quirk.
Kel, that is no excuse. Here in Kest, Virginia, Key don't take kindly to speeders, especially speeders in rental cars from other places.
Kel, I'm from Wyoming, and nobody cares exactly how fast you're going over there.
Wyoming, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna need to see your license and registration for this here vehicle.
It's all there.
You're gonna need to roll down the kindock a little more, sir. I can't grab your collet from here.
Oh. You wanted my whole collet? I was
Yes.
just going to give you the card.
Okay.
I'm a law-abiding citizen.
Thank you very much. Now, my name is Officer Kinsday. It's Killiam Kinsday. In case you wanted my number, not to call, but if you had a complaint for my boss, the lieutenant.
Yeah, I have several complaints. You're making me late for my appointment at the Cotter Park.
That sounds like you made that up, sir. I'll be you pulling my leg. You sound a little kishy-coshy to me. Now,
Yeah. I mean, there are Cotter Parks in Kest, Virginia, right?
don't be talking dacking about what Kest, Virginia. This state here, Kest, Virginia, it's better than regular Virginia. Plus, it's to the west of it. It's a western region of the Appalachian Mountains. Key here, we take pride in our heritage. Kia. That's what I drive. I drive a Kia.
Yeah, I noticed.
Our cop cars are Kias.
Yeah, I noticed it kind of had that kiney noise in the engine. It was,
It does.
Yeah, it had a weird thing. Are you sure it's okay? I used to be a mechanic.
Sir, this is not your driver's license. This is a Kendi Johnson. Is this your calf?
Yeah. Been my kite for 20 years now.
To come to you, sir, I'm going to give you a ticket. I'm going to put it right here in your Kinshield capper. You're going to have to exit your vehicle, grab this ticket from the Kinshield.
Okay. Ticket?
I will not touch you. To 20 years of matrimony with a calf is sufficient.
And scene.
I don't know what
I
we
said
just
after
said.
that. Yeah.
I don't know. I lost
happened.
it.
Ks are interesting.
My brain
20
exploded.
years.
My brain exploded.
Same here.
20 years. That took
20
me.
years.
That took me
20 years.
like 30 seconds to figure out what that was. To Kentucky. I'm like, is he trying to say Kentucky? I'm confused. Oh, 20. That was my bad.
Chickenti.
To Kenty.
Oh, that was good.
All right. I think with that, we can wrap up our show for tonight and say thank you to everyone. And I'd just like to, anyone that may have tuned in late, just want to reiterate and repeat our announcement that we're making here for CGI. And that is that July, I'm still in that voice, July 30th and 31st, which is in 3 weeks. We will be doing 2 live shows, Friday, Saturday night, out here in Birmingham, Alabama, out in Lee Branch area. We will be giving more specific details about the times and how you can get tickets to those shows, but just mark your calendars for Friday and or Saturday. Both would be better to come and see our show live. We're super stoked and excited to get back on stage. It's been forever to do for that. I would like to thank Melanie and Chad for performing tonight. We had one of those small casts again, but it's always fun. It's a good time. It's a good time. And I'd like to thank our audience, Ron, for tuning in tonight to watch us do. I have no idea. I wasn't looking at Twitch, so I don't know how many people there were. But it sounds like Ron was having a good time. I hope you did. I hope you dug it, Ron. It's good to have you out there in the audience. And if there's any last minute ideas for titles for tonight's show, feel free to type those in now. And I'm going to turn it over to Chad so that we can go through any last final announcements and choose the title for this episode.
Well, speaking of which, thank you again to Ron Beham for your bit cheering. We really do appreciate that, as well as Eagle Panini. We thank you for that as well. And everybody else who watched gave suggestions and what have you. And please, once again, like I said, follow us on social media. Check out our website. We will have further details coming forthwith. Forthwith is a great term instead of saying I have no idea, but it's going to happen soon. Okay.
Fort Kith?
Fort Kith, yes. Fort Kith, Fort Kith, Kansas. Yeah, good times. All right, so let's see here. We have, as far as suggestions for the show titles go, My Husband Keeps Me in the Basement.
That's a rough one.
That's going to be great, yeah. As well as Laronnie's Lube Job. Yes!
I like Laronnie's Lube Job. I think that's good.
All the fancies.
All the fancies is good, too. I like all the fancies.
The Bag is Jointed.
The bag.
And you are now arrested for possession.
That's what it sounds like. The bag is jointed. It means it's got joints in it.
And also Kishikashi.
Kishikashi's good as well. Kishikashi. You're being kind of Kishikashi. Yeah, you know, just to go back to that game, as soon as, I'm like, I didn't even knew they were W words. They all escaped my brain hole.
Same.
As soon as we started, W's went, they were gone.
Those didn't exist.
And all I could think of were K words at that point. It's weird. It's weird how that works.
Incidentally, W's pop up in weird places too.
Yes, they do. Well, so do K's. So do K's. That's the thing
Yeah.
with K's too. Like K's will be a lot of at the end of words and KN words, like no, knock, knife, things like that.
Right.
So anyway, if there's anyone who likes one of those particular titles more than the other, just type it in again. It'll be like an upvote, or we can decide amongst ourselves.
Lube job.
Yeah.
Yeah, Laronnie's Lube job's kind of good. It's very suggestive, which means you might have to watch the show, which I like. Laronnie, we got to figure out how to spell Laronnie. Is it like L-A and then capital Ronnie, R-O-N-N-I-E?
L-E-R-O-N-N-I-E.
Okay, Laronnie. So like Laronnie. Okay. Laronnie, it's a Lube job.
Lube job.
Lube job. And then, I forgot about the Irish/Jamaican Sir Francis fish and flower shop.
Oh yeah,
that was good. The boob and scoop.
we literally went around the world in 3 minutes with our dialects.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back and watch that and see how many we did.
And we ended as so many people do in West Virginia. I mean,
yeah. Anyway,
right,
anywho,
so we have another upvote for Laronnie. So
Laronnie's Lube job. All right, I like that.
Laronnie's Lube job it is.
Cool. Well, thank you guys for watching. I want to thank Melanie and Chad again for playing with us. Tune in next week on Tuesdays. We've got our Jackbox game shows. Thursday, Saturday, we'll also have our short form improv comedy shows. Preferably, not that I don't like doing shows with small casts. I love them. But it's fun to have more people to view on the screens, hopefully with a little bit larger cast. Make sure you guys get your keep in touch. Please keep in touch. Make sure you keep abreast.
Call us once in a while.
Yeah. Keep abreast of our social media posts because
we
will be making sure to post when specifically our show is going to be, what time, when, and how you can get tickets. So we're super excited to do this again in the flesh. So thank you guys. With that,